Hello and welcome to Trains in Viatic and a Saturday video. We're up in Viatic today and we're going to be getting more done to the roadway system. That would be quite obvious in the title, so let's start the title and see what we're doing. I've gradually been getting work done on the the roadway system, and over there I have started to stick some of the roadway pieces down. To do this I've been using double-sided tape which I've been placing underneath. I also have some sections which are going to need point motors, and this here is one of the point motors assembled. So I have had to tape the board, drill a hole big enough for this, then countersink that bit. But the way this works is you have a servo motor which go to the control board, and then you have two bits of the magnets on there so that the vehicle will take whichever direction you want to take. So this going to get hidden underneath the board, and then it can either send the car straight through or turn it. So very similar to a model railway one. So we're going to fix these first, and then we're going to stick more of the roadway down. So I'll take you over there in a minute and we can get the bits done. I've done the prep work to the board, so you can see on the top I've drawn exactly where about the roadway system going. First thing I've done is just here added a little bit of packing because it didn't quite line up with the board it's next to. Then you can see I got the two servos installed. So then on the back I got to extend the cable so that this will feed into the board, and I'll grab the board out to show you what it's feeding into. When I ordered the bits, I ordered everything I need. So this is a servo breakout board for the OC32 system, and you have coming in voltage, ground, and then your 4 signals. Then coming out you have 4 servos, and then you just plug your servos into the board. Make sure to have it the correct way round, but all the instructions are on the website. They are in Dutch, but you can work out what they're saying. So let's go over there and install this board. I have done a test fit, but might need to do a little tweak to the support for it. So let's see how this looks. So I've done a test fit, and you can see just here that's not wanting to fit nicely. That one's quite happy. That one there need a bit of trimming behind it. So move that over. Move you over. Work out roughly where about this is. And I'm just going to gradually take a little bit out until it fits. So once this is fitted, I'll bring you back. So I have trimmed it again. and let's see how everything fits now. And that's now fitting really nicely. So next job will be to start to put the roadway system down. So that one will go there. Once I've got this done, I'll then go and tape it down. So join me in a couple of minutes once we've got this all in place. You can see the roadway system is now in place. I've got a few little bits of screw in just to get everything level. The next part will be to run this magnetic strip. I still need to do that point there, but I think this could be something fun for us. We can have our first vehicle moving shortly. So this just go into the path which have been pre-cut for us. And then when you get your vehicle, you turn it on, line up your magnetic, and it follows the magnetic path. So I'll keep on laying this strip, and then we can have a first vehicle running around it. So I got the strip down, and as we're in England, we drive on the right side of the. We drive on whichever side of the road we drive. So that means coming down this way or going up that way. And there's the van running off to nowhere because I don't have it quite going all the way around. So I still got the turnout to go there. I still need to mount the control board, but in a moment we can come across to the control board and see how it goes together. But this is something which has been taking me a long time to get done, and I'm so pleased to be getting there. So that one I'll be lining up straight, so that piece just turned for appropriate ways. So this is my control board. It's a OC32 Rev 18 February 2017. This is quite an interesting unit, and the digital system have came out. So we have power coming in here, ground there, 12 volts there. Then we have the communication bus coming in here, but as it had fallen out, it shows I haven't got it connected correctly. From here you can actually go onto these, so you can use, I believe that's Ethernet. If it's not Ethernet, it's Cat, I can't remember the name of the signal. Then you've got this bit here which isn't populated. If you go for the DCC version, you have that bit populated. Then you have your dip switch to set for address. If you just got one of these units, you need to have those two in place so that you can terminate the signal, because there's a communication protocol in place. Then You've got additional boards you can get on here to do more bits, but then you've got 32 outputs. You've got ground and voltage from end of each section, and then you have 8 outputs. 4 of these are then going to control for servos. So that's what's actually doing for points. Now we can move over there and we can talk about the drive unit. This is a command unit for the ARM car systems. I have gone through it before, but we now got these 3 cables coming out. So you've got to ground, which go to the ground on the OC32. Then you have a data receive and data send cable. In here you've got a terminator, and through software this is address 0. This also has power coming in, and then we've got 2 outputs here for the 2 possible rings of a roadway. Then we have outputs here for the input to the system, which comes in. It's used for telling where the address is. Now tell where the vehicle is. And this is what's it come into. So you set the address of a board. So this one is set for 8 through to 15. This one is set for 0 through to 7. Remember, we're talking about binary, so it's going to start at 0. These get their signal from reed switches, which I have somewhere. Yep, just here. We have some reed switches, which are magnet on the cars, change for polarity, so it makes a circuit. This then feed into this. Because of the way the addressing work on the board, you have 16 cables running to them, but with multiplexing, which is whereby you send out a signal timed, you then go and get for feedback. It can then tell which one was sending out the address. So what I'll do in a moment is we can go to the computer. So here we are on the active computer, and there's a few bits of software you download from the website. So the website will be on the screen now. So the first bit of software is this one here, which is J Diamond Car Control 3, and it come up with this warning. You click yes, and then you can start communicating with your control unit. So you've got the system version and all that. You can see communications going through, and then you have several different views. So we're on for serial communication. Then you have car control. This is when you have the car set up, and there's a nice wizard. We'll be looking at that next week, hopefully. Then you have switch detection, and that's for the thing I just showed you. You put down which module, and then you can see all the feedback. Then you also have output command, so you can send a command to your board. So that's the first bit. And then you have the configuration software for your board. So that's down under O, and it's this software here. You do need to have Java connected, so you need to connect to your master board, so that's port 3. and then you have other commands for testing it. As the board isn't working at the moment, I'm just going to get error messages as I'm not connected. So as the blue unit is 0, you start at 1. There's a lot of things on the website for how to set it up, but you have a general tab, you have event tabs. As a 32 output can be 32 inputs, so I'm not quite sure if it is 32 inputs, but they can be either or. Then you have your configuration, so you have your pin, you say what you want it to do, so you say servo turn out, and then you just set it all up. So this software can be confusing. If you don't have functions on your board, you do get error messages, but it's actually quite good software. So let's move the camera again and I can finish off this video. So thank you for watching. The car system I'm getting there with. The last job I need to do once I've got the magnetic tape is a communication wire, which I have somewhere. Whereabouts is it? Oh, it's just over there. But it's just pushed into the edge of the road. Let me grab a road piece, then I can show you. So you have seen I put the magnet there. Then you have the road wires in those two, so that the cars can pick up their commands. So I'll grab one of the boards. So this is what I'm going to be installing in the cars. And as you can see, it's tiny. This loop here is used to pick up the signal sent through the wires along the side of the road, and then you have that chip there which does all the processing. So I've got some fun soldering coming up, but that's going to be next week or the week afterwards. I'm not quite sure of my current timetable. So for me, I'm actually going to be starting it in the next few days, but it depends how long it takes. But on Monday we got to a fun video. I'm going to be making a cake. I know, not model railway based, but I said if lockdown got extended, I would make a cake. So I'm going to make a cake. It's going to be a chocolate cake. I'll have a recipe as we go along. So if anybody else wants to make a cake and share it, please do. Then Wednesday we got our Citroen Carlisle build. After looking at the instructions, I'm hoping that it's going to be a 1 week build, maximum 2 weeks build. So that's what we've got coming up next week. Then on Saturday it's either going to be the car, or it's going to be my highlights of the best shows. Best of shows I have recorded, so actually I think it will be best of the shows I have recorded. As we haven't had any shows for a good 9 weeks now, so I feel it's time I'll do a virtual show. It's going to be from all the shows I've videoed and just my highlights. It will be about 10 layouts, maybe some more, and it will be chosen with me and Mum. But if anyone have a layout I have found and if they want me to stick it in there, please send me an email by Wednesday. And I think that that's about it. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. I hope you found the roadway system interesting today. I hope you're enjoying our live streams. And I want to thank everybody who commented for live streams. That will keep me going. I always enjoy the comments. And for every Wednesday at 8 British summertime, as we're in for summer. So it's getting hot up here. So thank you for watching. Like I said, make sure to subscribe, comment and like. And I'll see you all on Monday for making a cake. Thank you very much. That's going to be out at 7 o'clock. So see you on Monday. Thank you very much, Richard.